Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. I literally sneezed right before this, so we're doing our best to hold back the second sneeze. Hope you're having a great day. Nope, there are more sneezes. Magic of editing, though, right? I could cut all this out, but we're here, we're drafting Vintage Cube. I could first pick a workshop, which honestly, getting this early is great. Phyrexian Metamorph might come around, and that's just such a good start to a deck. I think a Johnny's good. Unstoppable Slasher I've been impressed with. Mindstone, Metamorph. I'll take the workshop. I think it has the highest upside out of any card here. There's an Everflowing Chalice, very flexible, good with the workshop. I like Frantic Search. I think they legitimately cut High Tide from the cube. I haven't seen it. And that's so baffling to me because it was the best Storm deck. Like, I know people say Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, LED was the best Storm deck. That's a combo deck because it's just like 3 cards win. The best like overall Storm deck was High Tide by a huge margin. So maybe they wanted to nerf Storm. I could see that being the case, but it's very sad. So Mystical Tutor, Frantic Search gets so much worse. They also cut out all of the flares, the mana doubling like enchantments. So those are so much worse now. So that's actually really disappointing because Frantic Search used to be a high pick, and now, yet it's good with Underworld Breach. It's much worse. But I'm gonna take Chalice. We'll just have this is Caleb's gripes about the Vintage Cube. They also cut Mana Tithe, I've been told, which was also the best white card. I even had the data to back it up. I had like 3 years of draft, and Mana Tithe was at like an 83% win rate for me. That was higher than almost any other card in the cube. Now that's just for me, but like I played it so many times. An 83% win rate is no joke. I'm gonna take Mox Diamond. Acceleration is great. Fractured Identity is also a really good card, but if we end up wanting to go artifacts, Mox Diamond is good. If we don't end up wanting to go artifacts, Mox Diamond can help accelerate you into stuff. So we'll take that. Ooh, Coveted Jewel. We love a Coveted Jewel. Maybe I can wheel Bolus's Citadel. Yeah, let's do that. Jewel with Workshop is actually pretty decent. I'm just such a sucker for this card. It's so good. Then we get a Mana Vault. Perfect. I would love Factor Fiction, but like this is so much fast mana. This is an exceptionally late Mana Vault as well. This pack must have been so strong. But yeah, that's a lot of fast mana. There's a Walking Ballista. Perfect. We're playing Vintage now. We'll figure out what our win cons are later. Although honestly, this is I mean, we could play what's the biggest ballista we could play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could play a 3/3 ballista on turn 1. No. Yeah, on turn 1. Oh no! Manifold Key and Upheaval in the same pack? Oh, that's actually very rough. Upheaval's busted. It's very strong. Probably the pick because I have Coveted Jewel that lets you draw more cards. It's weird they don't have Paradoxical Outcome in this cube because that would be insane. However, Manifold Key plus Jewel or Mana Vault is just a Soul Ring, essentially. This card is just Soul Ring. You can play it off Workshop. It's unfortunate because this, I could technically wheel it, but this is almost the worst possible position for this card to be in for me to get, because it would have to be the last card in the pack for me to get it. So that was really unfortunate because it was late enough in the pack where I could still get Upheaval, but not late enough where all the good cards like Upheaval are gone, and then I could just take Manifold Key because almost nobody else in the cube is going to want it. Can we just talk about, though, they have Manifold Key in the cube, but they cut High Tide. I don't... It's so baffling. High Tide, 1 mana, add 16 blue. Manifold Key can add 2 colorless, maybe? Crazy. This phases creatures out, and then 4 mana you can put it into play. That one's okay. Raven Inspector is just fine. Technically a combo with Upheaval. Not an amazing combo, but I could go into like white artifacts. Honestly, this is kind of good with Upheaval, so I'm going to try it. I've never played this card, never seen this card played, never heard of this card, but it seems fun. There's Mindstone. Authority. Okay, maybe I'm overvaluing this card. Why does it have lifelink? Just because. But it's just, it attacks for 5 flying haste, and you make infinite rebels, and you can never kill it. Maybe I'm overvaluing it. It does die to Lightning Bolt, so that's something. I'm going to take a Mind Stone. I guess Mystical Tutor could wheel, I would Mystical Tutor for upheaval in this deck. Like this is a pretty all-in upheaval deck so far. Of course someone took it. I could take Frantic Search. This card, kind of weird. Okay. I mean, Frantic Search isn't terrible. There's Council's Judgment, another Talisman. You know what? I'm just gonna take another Talisman. We're just gonna have all of the best workshop cards, and now I could just play a Virtue of Persistence or Alpha Deathclaw as my win conditions. This kills things early, you gain life, and then you can just reanimate creature cards. The problem with a card like this, in a deck like this, I'm not going to be killing that many creatures, so I think I'm just going to take the Alpha Deathclaw because this is actually a pretty solid win condition. I will take a counter spell. I don't want to play against Thalia, but I'm not playing it. It's looking like white is quite open, so something to consider, I guess. If I really need a win condition, I guess Pilgrim, green and upheaval also work pretty well. So I could go that route as well. I have the Deathclaw. Here, I guess Lion Sash. So it's looking like we're going to be a Naya upheaval deck. Definitely looking like we're going to be a Naya upheaval deck. Return target non-land permanent card, X or less. Okay, that seems good. Oh my goodness. We got Mox Ruby and Ancestral Recall. That's actually interesting. Honestly, Forensic Gadgeteer also seems really good in this deck. Just play artifacts, investigate. So Mox Ruby makes upheaval even better. It accelerates me a lot. Ancestral Recall just draws so many cards, and with a deck with this much mana, it's probably better. I would be more, I mean, obviously I would love both, but because I have a workshop, acceleration isn't as much of a concern, right? I have Mana Vault, Mox Diamond, Everflowing Chalice. Mox Ruby is off color, so it doesn't help me so much. And with a workshop, I'm going to be playing Talismans early. I think I take the recall just because it's a different type of effect. If I had more card draw, then I'd probably move more towards the Mox, but I don't have that much card draw, so I'm going to take that card. There's a Strip Mine. There's Coma World Eater. I mean, that's a pretty good post-upheaval win con. I think I'm just going to take Nexus of Becoming, though. This card is sweet. I love Strip Mine. And it would be good in the deck. But I think I just want to play all the artifacts forever. Thopter Foundry. If I grab Sword of the Meek, this card will be fine. Nothing amazing. I could take Nissa, because I can just ramp her out quite quickly. There's also Securiton Squadron, which if I get a ton of mana, I can use, and white does feel open. So that's fine. The problem I have with this card is it's a late game play. I'm never going to main phase this card, play it early. And if we're upheavaling, we should have other ways to win. I'm going to take the Thopter Foundry as a speculation. I think this card comes around. I could also just take Nissa. She's so good. You know what? I'm going to take this card. Okay, well, there's a Wheel of Fortune, which is very good in the deck. Elvish Mystic is fine. Brain Freeze. Not really for us, Tamio. I'll take the Wheel. This makes me wish I had a Mox Ruby. But, I mean, we have, like, Chalice, Mox Diamond, Mana Vault. Ooh. What does this do? Draw 2 cards, then discard a card, make a pilot thing. I mean, that's a win con for sure. I'm actually kind of happy about that one. I'm not really show and telling. Scrapwork Mutt. Sure, I'll take this. This card is just busted. I don't know why it does all the stuff that it does, but it does. So there we are. Palantir of Orthanc is pretty good. It's card filtering, and I have a lot of expensive things, so I could actually just kill my opponent with it pretty quickly. Better Skull's also fine, but we have a pretty sick deck brewing now. A couple different win cons. This is a win con with, this many 5s and 6s. This card, when it attacks, non-land permanent card with mana value X. Yeah, that card's okay. Less likely we end up with Nissa and Pilgrim. I think that's fine. Maybe don't need the Deathclaw. We'll see what happens. Phyrexian Revoker is just a great card. Colorless. The other option is Cryptic Coat. This is also a win condition, but I think Revoker just shutting down your opponent's mana is very good in a deck like this. Spellseeker for Ancestral is currently the only card I can get, but I could probably find other cards to make it worthwhile. And with Upheaval, you play it Ancestral. I wish I had Mystical Tutor. That would also make this card quite good, but I'm not going to play any of the rest of these except for maybe a Seething Song. But I think having essentially a second copy of Mystical Tutor or Ancestral seems pretty good. Forensic Gadgeteer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate, and then activate abilities of artifacts cost less. So that's interesting, but I'm almost leaning more towards the Talisman because I have Ancestral Recall, Wheel of Fortune, Spellseeker, Palantir, Shurikai, Coveted Jewel as card draw, and this is kind of clunky. So I think I just take another Talisman. There's Coma. So I'm not short of win cons now. And Securiton Squadron or the Lush Portico. I'm leaning towards Lush Portico. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the fixing. Fixing before actually castable spells makes sense. Chandra is good in this deck if I can play her. Tamio getting back Ancestral is good. I'll take Chandra's the most upside. Scrapwork Mud I love. This barely fixes mana for us. Zerda the Dawn Waker is kind of weird. Also, this card is in the cube. They cut Mana Tithe, but this thing is here. I know there's like one or two infinite combos with it, but has anyone ever played this card in cube? Pre-war formal wear. So you can get back creatures. I mean, it's okay. I might play it. There's a Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor can be grabbed off Spellseeker. So that makes Upheaval more likely. I can also play it off of Mox Diamond and Coveted Jewel. Memory Lapse is just permission. I don't really have much other counter magic. I guess No More Lies if I do end up white. And Demonic Tutor will be hard to cast. That hasn't stopped me before. I also want to play Chandra though. I basically am in every color now. Guess I will take the Memory Lapse. Be responsible. Time Spiral Memory Jar. Okay. We're doing some stuff now. I mean, this is colorless. Nettlecyst is also very nasty in this deck. Time Spiral. The problem with Time Spiral is I'm not going to have that much lands for mana. I'm going to have a lot of artifact-based mana. So that's something. Yeah, I'm going to take Memory Jar. Now, at this point, I would trade Ancestral Recall for a Ruby. I have enough card draw where I don't think I need Ancestral anymore. Whoa, boy. I mean, it's probably got to be balanced. Urza's Saga is also nuts in this deck, but balance is so good. Yeah, I'm gonna take balance. Try and wheel the Saga, I guess. That one hurts. Okay, so we can cut green, probably. Don't need Coma anymore. Expedition map, honestly, it seems like a meme, but this deck needs Workshop so badly, so anything that helps me hit it, I will take. We're missing out on Greaves, Gitaxian Probe, another card you can hit off Spellseeker, but Expedition map, get in the deck. Yeah, this deck is kind of all in on, hey, can I draw Mishra's Workshop? And if I can, we're gonna have a good time. Fabled Passage could make some of these nonsensical cards more possible. Karn is also pretty good with all these artifacts and stuff. I mean, I'm basically Jeskai. I don't have any Jeskai fixing. No, I have one. Yeah, we have two pieces of Jeskai fixing right there. What more can you ask from me? Okay, I'll take a Fabled Passage. Good thing I did too, because this is quite a good Mind Twist deck. I could also just take Aether Spellbomb. Or even Elegant Parlor. Man, Mind Twist is so good in this deck. I have all the mana for it. But if I want to play Wheel of Fortune Chandra, probably have to take this. Otherwise, I could just take the Spellbomb. Good with balance. Good with draw sevens. I mean, I could cut these two, and then my mana's not that bad. I have enough playables. Alright, I'll take the Spellbomb. I've convinced myself. Mox Opal. Okay, Mox Ruby. Don't need it. We'll take this amazing card here. I could play a pretty low land count now. There still is a chance that I run Wheel of Fortune. It's much easier to splash than Chandra. I just have to figure out what I'm doing as a win con. But it doesn't really matter. Oh, we did it! There's Blue Jace somewhere in the packs. But this is... I mean, this is the dirty combo, so we'll take it. Alright, we're back in the game. Yeah, Displacer Kid and Coveted Jewel. Basically, draw your whole deck, get infinite mana. With that being said, what do? Can't be countered. Can't be killed. It's a good card. Displacer Kit and Blade Splicer is also quite good. So I will do that. Okay. Nettle Cyst hits super hard. Path to Exile is my first removal spell, but I have Balance and Upheaval. So we'll take a Nettle Cyst. Honestly, I would Frantic Search just so I could Mishra's Workshop more times in this deck now. I'll take an Unexpectedly Absent. That is removal if I ever end up needing it, but this deck looks pretty good. I maybe don't run Lion's Sash. Wow. Lelia, what? This is... Has anyone read this card? I don't know if I'm playing it, but it's really good. I mean, this deck is great. I guess I don't even need a win con now. My win con is Displacer Kit and Blade Splicer, which can win. Shorkai, Genesis Engine can also win. Steel Seraph? Not as good of a combo with Workshop as you would want. Still pretty good, though. I'm taking Saheeli. I have a lot of non-creature spells. There's Yawgmoth's Will. Yes. Okay, so a lot of the cards I wanted to wheel didn't wheel, which is super weird. So, the reason I took Yawgmoth's Will, in very grindy matchups, maybe I would want to be able to flashback Upheaval. That's pretty much it. So here's my lands. 28. I'm kind of going to count these as lands. 26. So I still do need to make some cuts. But I think with Saheeli, I don't think I'm that worried about win conditions anymore. I mean, Displacer Kitten is so messed up. Saheeli, Nettle Cyst can win the game. Sorakai, Nettle Cyst can win the game. Saheeli can turn stuff into a copy of Coveted Jewel. It's possible I just sideboard in Saheeli in matchups where I feel like I need the win con, because she's a little bit slow. I could also side out Wheel of Fortune. That makes my mana a lot better. I already have Memory Jar and Ancestral, but Wheel of Fortune is awesome. Have we considered that angle? I also have Fabled Passage. I can run Wheel of Fortune. It's fine. I'd like to run one more land, I think. So I need to find a cut. Could be this card. This card is also a win con. What do you do again? You draw cards, make 1/1s. That's a weird card. I know it's really good. Can crew as though its power were 2 greater. So I make 1, it crews for 3. Make 2, it crews for 6. I have to make 3 of them to be able to crew it. But he has draw 2, discard 1. This card just draws a card every turn and makes a 3/3 every turn. I think we're going to try it like this. I think. This takes a little bit more advantage of Workshop. It's colorless, so I don't have to assemble both white and blue. Because the mana in this deck's sketchy. But if you look at how many total mana, like colored sources I need, it's not that many. So mostly the deck can operate as a colorless deck. And this, I think, is a better win condition than this because this deck might like almost deck itself. And this only draws 1 card, whereas this draws 2. So I think that's a little bit better. All these cards seem good to me. We'll run 1, 7, 3. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources for 3 white cards. Yeah, that seems fine. Why is this 14 land? It's fine. It's perfect. We have Ancestral. Alright, Seawall, round 1. Alright, we're on the draw against Coyote Kai. I'm going to keep this hand. Basically, any hand that has Workshop, I am almost obligated to keep. They have Black Lotus though, so this could be unfortunate. Turn 1 Broadside Bombardiers. Okay, with 1 mana up. Well, that's definitely interesting. Let's go workshop into Nettle Cyst. That's the most efficient use of my mana. And next turn we have a big turn. Although, maybe it's a little weird, because if I play Coveted Jewel, they can just, like, the turn 1 Broadside Bombardiers makes this way worse, because if they have any removal spells, then they could just hit me for damage. They have Black Lotus and Mox Sapphire. Pretty good start. They trade the Mox for the Nettle Cyst. Interesting. Okay. I'm going Island. Definitely playing Mana Vault. I could just play a Coveted Jewel. They will gain control of it and draw a ton of cards. What can I possibly Wheel of Fortune into? Not a lot. I can Spellseeker into Ancestral, but I can't cast Ancestral this turn. So with Coveted Jewel, I could hit Mox Diamond, Mox Opal. I could hit some stuff. I can never block the Broadside Bombardiers. But if I just draw Upheaval or Balance, you know what? We're just going to play Coveted Jewel and see what happens here. How bad could it be? Okay, we completely lagged out. Told our opponent good luck, have fun. So I could play Coveted Jewel, and then I can play Spellseeker. I could just play Memory Jar, and that'll give me a ton of card draw next turn. But I won't have Mana Vault, so then I can basically never play Coveted Jewel. We're just going for it. They're a fan. We'll give them the experience of Coveted Jeweling. if they don't have counter magic here. Memory lapse. Dude, everyone has memory lapse these days. Okay, we're in trouble now. I need to draw an untapped land. And even then, it's going to be hard for me to win. Turn 1 Broadside Bombardiers is... It's a strong play. Now they can throw Seasoned Pyromancer for 5 damage. This card is crazy, man. They did not decide to throw it. Oh, right, I'm drawing Coveted Jewel. I'll let them kill me. We'll get the content. That's... Yeah. Sometimes you vintage cube and sometimes you get vintage cubed. I don't think my deck is bad. I mean, all the cards I'm doing are powerful. It's just... it's... All the modern card designs are so hard to keep up with. I know basically any 3-drop they would have played would have done it this turn, but this one specifically stopped me from being able to block. Oh, take a bunch. I mean, I'm just dead next turn. There's the Upheaval, but we're just dead. Getting wrecked. Okay, so they're playing mono red, kind of aggro. I mean, I have balance, I have Upheaval. I think I just need to draw better. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it back. I just needed that to not get countered. All right, on the play. Don't Black Lotus me. I'm gonna keep this. I don't love it, but it has a blocker. It has Spellseeker for some stuff. It's got lands and spells. They surveil. I'm just gonna grab the planes. This is technically suboptimal, but F6 equity is very important. They kept it on top, which I don't like, but I did draw Mindstone, which is quite good. So let's go Mindstone. Next turn, Blade Splicer will turn on Mox Opal and be able to block stuff. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's not draw more islands. Okay. I think I want to get this down before they can counter it. Grab Ancestral. Play Ancestral targeting myself. Excellent. Go ahead. As long as they don't have Black Lotus or Mox this turn, I will be happy. This is going to make a lot of tokens for them, though, which makes my Coveted Jewel significantly worse. But no matter how it pans out, if they steal my Coveted Jewel and I get to Upheaval... Oh no, they hit Mox? Jeez. Okay. If they steal my Coveted Jewel, I can still Upheaval it back to my hand. Now they probably have Memory Lapse. Really spicy deck. Okay, Mox Diamond is really good. I want to play Coveted Jewel so badly this turn. Let's go Mounted. Mox Diamond. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can go Mox Opal for 7 mana. Let's Blade Splicer. Then play Talisman. Although I could actually just discard the Talisman to Scrapwork Mutt. I kind of like doing that. Ooh, okay. And I can hold up Memory Lapse this turn. And I can actually use Memory Lapse to protect Coveted Jewel next turn. This is not the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I actually need to draw a land to be able to Memory Lapse. They shocked? Uh-oh. What do you got? Petty Theft my Golem. That's fine, I think. It does make their attacks. You know what? I think I just Memory Lapse this. No. I'm revealing that I have counter magic. But if they kill my golem, they can start attacking, and that makes Coveted Jewel really bad. But I could just Coveted Jewel into anything. Spell Seeker. I'm gonna Memory Lapse that. I don't want them to get the spell in hand to be able to cast the Iconoclast to get the soldier tokens. And this turn, I think I take the damage because Displacer Kitten is such a... Well, I guess this makes balance a live draw if I block with everything. So let's do that. Yeah. Then I can balance. It also lets me unearth Scrapwork Mutt. Town Gates of Madar is pretty good. Let's play Coveted Jewel. 4, 5. Don't you dare counter this. Draw 3 cards. Okay. I get to go Island, Mana Vault. And as long as they don't have an end of turn spell, I can stop them from taking my Coveted Jewel back. Alternatively, I can just say I don't care, but I kind of care. So we'll do this. I don't know how Phases Out works, but they didn't have any plays end of turn. And I guess I didn't get my upkeep stop in time, because I wanted to phase it out on upkeep before they could play a spell, but I think in response to Spell Seeker, I'm just going to phase out the third path. Or beginning of combat, I guess, because they have Broadside Bombardiers, and I know about that. Oh, no! No! Okay, well, super unfortunate. Phase out the Goblin, so they get 1 less token, but I am going to lose my Coveted Jewel, and they're going to draw a bunch of cards. Not great. Not the best thing, because now they get to Spellseeker for Memory Lapse. Oh, they're just getting Ancestral. Okay. They're not scared of what I'm doing with 1 card in hand. I love it. Or they already have Memory Lapse. This opponent's got a 6th Sense. He's like, I almost didn't play the pre-combat, but I had a feeling I need another attacker. Well, they were correct. They do have 9 cards in hand? Oh, they have Black Lotus in their deck, though. Yes, they can also just hit a land drop. Probably have Memory Lapse up. I'm probably just dead, but we'll see. If I can resolve Memory Jar, maybe good things can happen. Wait, how does Phases Out work? I actually genuinely, I thought this would come back now. Let's play Memory Jar. I guess, yeah, Memory Jar. It resolves. I can unearth the Scrapwork Mutt. I mean, they have 18. They're definitely not killing me next turn. They have a ton of mana, though. Maybe they can kill me. They can throw the Coveted Jewel at me. Actually, let's see how much damage that would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus this is 8, so that'd be 18. So actually, if they have Broadside Bombardiers, I'm literally just dead. So we are gonna go for it. Crack Memory Jar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, crack Memory Jar. It's pretty likely they have Broadside Bombardiers somewhere. Okay. So we're gonna go Workshop. Chalice kicked. I need to play Balance and then Displacer Kitten. Exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control. So sadly I cannot get back my Coveted Jewel. 1, 2, 3. So I need 6 after the Chalice. So I guess I just pay 1 more here. Cast Chalice kicked twice, and then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have extra. So I guess I can kick this many times. 4, 8. That'll give me 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, so Chalice kicked Although I want 2 up so I can No More Lies, but I don't have enough colored mana to be able to do that. That phase out lasting until now is actually really brutal because they can memory lapse me. So let's just cast the Chalice Kicked once or twice. Then we will play Balance. Choose 5 lands I control. So I want this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I was supposed to wait to play the land, but I get to keep the Chalice, so it doesn't matter that much. Then I get to play the cat. Last turn. So we get our hands back. They dismember the kitten. That makes sense. Black Lotus is gone. I mean, that's a start, but my hand is straight up empty and they have a Rabble Master and 7 cards in hand. And they brainstorm. I might be able to deck them with Wheel of Fortune is the other game plan now. Yeah, phasing, why does it not just go till end of turn? It lasts until their next turn is crazy. The other sad thing is they haven't used Memory Lapse, which could just be in their hand. Okay, Fable and Mirror Breaker. I could totally deck them with Wheel of Fortune. Creatures target player controls can't block. Didn't have any. What does she do at the beginning of your upkeep? You can play that card. Wow, good thing I went for it. And they don't have mana up for Upheaval, or Memory Lapse, so I could draw Upheaval here and be okay. They have so many cards in hand, by the way. I don't think I untap because I'm dead if I don't win this turn. Revoker. Alright. Scrapwork Mutt. I will trade an island for another island. Mind Stone. Holy cow. Let's attack them. Unfortunately, I have to play a land here, but that's okay. They do have a Mox, so it's not the best. Oh, I forgot about the Jewel. That's why I went for it. Okay. Good on them for having the blocker back. If I got the Jewel back here, that would be absurd. They said they almost forgot about Jewel and didn't block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, Spell Pierce would be pretty rough here, but we have some stuff here. Float some mana here, cast Upheaval. Blast me down to 4, down to 6. Okay. We're doing it. I might actually be able to win this game. We get to go Mox Diamond. Discard Plains. Then Mana Vault I can play. Mox Opal. With Mana Vault, we can play a Coveted Jewel. Okay, and from that, I can cast an Everflowing Chalice, cast with Multi-Kicker twice. And with that, I can play Phyrexian Revoker, naming Mox Sapphire. Unfortunately, most of my win conditions are gone. Pyrokinesis. Holy cow. Dude, their deck is so set up for this matchup. But if they hit me for damage, they get Coveted Jewel, they'll draw down to... No, I still deck first, I think. And they exile the top card. That's so relevant. I can draw the game. I can draw the game. Get your Coveted Jewel. I can't believe they had Pyrokinesis. That's bonkers. Especially against this deck. It doesn't do very much, but it did something there. I'm learning a lot about their deck. They have Black Lotus, Mox Sapphire, Legion Extruder, bunch of lands. I'm not going to untap this. Let me check what's in my deck really quick. I don't think I have a way to win, so I think I want to draw the game. Well, it's like Palantir and Walking Ballista and stuff. I get Walking Ballista. They have a Coveted Jewel. I think I just draw the game, to be honest. Let's do it. Okay, what did they have left? Okay, then Goblin Rival Master. Okay, so the only counter spell in their deck is Memory Lapse, as far as I can tell. Yeah, okay, so it's just that. They have Third Path, some Spell Seeker for Ancestral, uh, Pyrokinesis. I might need a win condition. Coma is the most enticing one. This card is just unkillable. So that's one. The other option would be Saheeli just making blockers. They have so much haste though. I'm kind of feeling Alpha Deathclaw is much easier to cast. They only have one memory lapse, so this card's actually quite good against most of their deck. So I think I like that. I'm just wondering if I want Coma and what I cut. I mean, this card's good. Honestly, the Palantir, I can play it early and it will be okay, but it will mill my win conditions, which is something. I think I like the Deathclaw. I'm just wondering if I also want Coma. I mean, I get to loop Displacer Kitten, which will do a lot of stuff. Scrapwork Mutt, Revoker. Revoker is pretty bad against Pyrokinesis, but if they don't have it, it's a good card. I have Nexus of Becoming. I have enough win conditions. We'll just bring in the Deathclaw. I need to play quickly because I think I have to win two. Keep this. Hand does not have... No, I can filter for blue. Okay, we'll keep. So I'm going to play white. Because if I draw blue, I can hold up No More Lies to counter... I don't know, if they have a busted Black Lotus start. They kept 6. I think I have to win 2. I haven't been keeping track. There's the Black Lotus. Am I just dead? Okay. It's only a 3/3. It is a haste 3/3, which is a lot. Mox Opal does something. Let's play this. I don't know how Phases Out works, but we're gonna find out. Let's play the Mox, and I guess I'll just Ancestral myself right now. And then pass turn. And this gives them an extra card every turn. I mean, that's a really good turn 1 play. Robber of the Rich. They get the Robber token. They XL Displacer Kitten? Ugh. This is rough. We get to go Mountain. Let's go Scrapwork Mutt. Yeah. Scrapwork Mutt will discard. At this point, I think Wheel of Fortune. Draw an island. I get to go Expedition Map. Pass turn. I guess they probably have Pyrokinesis and they're deciding to use it or not. Just a 3/3 haste on turn 1 on the, I guess the draw is tough to deal with, especially when this doesn't do what you would want it to. They hit Coveted Jewel? Dude, come on. Okay. Alpha Deathclaw is good here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn I can play the Alpha Deathclaw if Phyrexian Revoker survives. And I have No More Lies, but I'm taking 5. Well, let's try it. Grab a blue. Play Phyrexian Revoker. Mox. Sapphire. Actually, I'm gonna name Broadside Bombardiers. No, I want them to Mox. I want them to cast Broadside Bombardiers so I can counter it. I have to take 5 this turn. That way I can activate the Mox Opal. Spell Seeker. So they're trying to grab Ancestral. I think I just want to stop them from having anything. This could be a bait, right? I could have let them get Ancestral, but I feel like Ancestral has the chance of, I don't know, it could be a bait and they'd have more creatures in play. They just ponder. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. I literally can't even cast Alpha Deathclaw yet. Hang on. Right, because I need green and black. So, that being said, I have to draw Mox Diamond. I will block like this. So, I have to draw Mox Diamond. Coveted Jewel is gone. I can Expedition Map or Memory Jar. Expedition Map for the land to play Memory Jar. Then I have Memory Jar and 1 land up. I think I just naturally draw here. Chalice. Okay. Uh, next turn I can Alpha Deathclaw because I can filter off Talon Gates. Right? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm dead next turn, but maybe they don't do anything. Yep, I think I Chalice Kick twice. Then I Scrapwork Mutt. Wheel of Fortune is gone, but I don't think I can reasonably use Memory Jar either. I only have 4 mana here. Oh no, it's lagging. Okay, I'm just gonna pass. It's lagging pretty hard. So any haste card kills me. But if I can Alpha Deathclaw, use that to stabilize somehow and they have bad draws, we have a hope. The problem is they're drawing 2 cards a turn. That is a bit of a problem. I think if that was going to be my play, I was supposed to single kick Chalice and then play Memory Jar this turn. And then I could go Deathclaw and then have Memory Jar in play when I have played Deathclaw, so I don't have to use more mana on him. It would also give me outs to draw balance. I'm probably just dead. Oh, they went for the BM. Fair. So Mox Opal no longer gives me the mana for the Deathclaw, so we have to workshop for balance. You know, that literally could have just killed me. Maybe they have more though. Kits, no, they don't. If I Memory Jar into balance, I could still come back. Okay, Mishra's Workshop. 3, 4, 5. Memory Jar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Memory Jar. Crack this. We need to draw balance here. We did draw balance, so I get to go Mind Stone, balance. Use 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm losing a lot of my win conditions here. Get our hands back. We have an Alpha Deathclaw. They got some. Oh no, I sacked the land that could cast the Deathclaw, but they just top decked Ancestral, so I don't know how much it matters. Oh boy. Okay, I'm dead anyway. Their deck is just full of. I mean, yeah, top decking Ancestral there is pretty clutch. Deathclaw wouldn't really do it anyway. Mana Vault is good. Let's crack this. Upheaval's already gone. Walking Ballista actually does it. For now, anyway. 1, 2. That's 6. So I can go up to 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 8. So I could play 4, 4 Walking Ballista. All right. I'm still so dead. Like, I've been just scrapping to survive this whole time because their deck's full of really good cards, and they kept something on top, so I'm just dead. Galvanic Blast. I will kill myself, thank you. Oh. What a match. That was fun even though I was getting destroyed the whole time. It was an honor to play you. Thank you. We're going out on our own terms. Alright, we super lost that, but it was fun. See you all next round. Alright, we're playing against Ebonez. Wow. This hand. A lot of lands, but it has Workshop, but nothing to do with it. I have to mulligan this. Can I get the Workshop back? I'm gonna keep this hand, and I'm gonna put back the Talisman of Progress. And we're just gonna top deck Workshop, and this is gonna be great. It's kind of a weird spot where I'd be kind of sad if I drew Ancestral, because I think these are the only 2 spells in my deck is Memory Lapse and Ancestral. Let's see how they scryed. 0 top, 2 to the bottom. Okay, so they're digging for something specific. Coveted Jewel. You know what? That's... When I was looking at my list of cards to draw, Coveted Jewel was number 1. I too would like a 6-drop. Am I just dead? Just flash. Okay. I don't think this is a particularly fun addition to the cube, but it is an addition to the cube. There's I mean, we're pretty close. There's the Displacer Kitten, but I don't know how I'm beating Flash here. Take 15. I guess I have to draw balance specifically. I don't know. Like, it is Vintage Cube. These are things that happen in Vintage Cube. I get it, but this reminds me of Channel. Yeah, there's technically a world I could draw like Mox Opal, Mox Diamond balance here. So I will Spell Seeker for Ancestral, revealing that I have Ancestral. Oh, they also have Counter Magic. Okay, well, that was fun. Uh, they have Flash. I can't. I have to draw balance to beat that, I guess. Oh, I have a Spell Seeker for balance. Actually, I could have. Yeah, Spell Seeker for balance would have done it. I forgot that even works. This hand is pretty good. I will keep this. Let's go Island, Mox Diamond to play a little bit around Inquisition or something. Discard a Plains. Pass. If they have Flash again, I can't really beat that. Oh, there's a Mana Vault. Okay. Workshop. Tap this. Play Mana Vault. Tap this. Play Spell Seeker. We're gonna grab Ancestral. Draw 3 cards. Okay. Overflowing Chalice kicked once. Then we're gonna play a Scrapwork Mutt. And I think Scrapwork Mutt's just gonna discard the Talon Gates of Madara. Although, yeah, that doesn't even deal with the flash stuff. Draw planes. Okay. Decent turn 2. Do I pay to untap Mana Vault? I can't. Man, are they really just gonna Vampiric for flash and kill me again? Yeah, wow. Great. Okay, that one's much less bad to flash into play. So they basically get a copy of this and draw 2 cards. We can beat that one and gain some life. So I actually can't pay here. Mox Opal will let me pay next turn. Go Mox Opal. Plains. Blade Splicer. Pass turn. So I can triple block the Vaultborn Tyrant. And then I have Scrapwork Mutt, which I can actually unearth with Mox Diamond. Okay, they don't attack. That makes sense. The longer this goes, the better it is for me. So I am going to pay to untap this. Mindstone is pretty good. Let's play it. I guess I'll crack it. Draw land. Okay. No attacks. I could attack with Scrapwork Mutt, and then I could unearth it the following turn. I mean, this deck has a lot of live draws. Shieldred makes those, most of those, bad. Wait, what? Okay, that's insane. Don't do that. I draw a card, lose life. A little bit late, no more lives. Just a little bit late. Pass turn. I don't see how I'm beating Shieldred unless I draw a Walking Ballista very soon. I do get to counter something, though. Oh, I kind of want that card, but obviously they want it too, because they could just do 14 to me at any time. And what they would do is they would crack it at end of turn, so I don't actually get to draw the cards. Okay, ability, no. Alright, deck. Come on, man. Play a mountain. Go ahead. We got Upheaval. Wheel of Fortune is not live anymore. So there actually aren't that many live draws that I have left. It's mostly Upheaval. Well, my deck is cool. I'm just losing to 1 card. Oh, actually, Aether Spellbomb can help. Let's play the Spellbomb. I'm not gonna crack it yet. Because this makes 2 other draws live. Do they have a counterspell? Cryptic Command? Wow. Their deck is quite good. Oh, I see. They're just gonna kill me? 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm gonna go to 1 life here. I guess I do play the island because there's nothing I can really loot away. If they have another counterspell or a way to make me draw a card, I do just die. But if I draw Upheaval this turn, I could be in business. Assuming they have nothing else. Come on, deck. I believe in you. Wow. Okay, you know, you know what? Let's get our attacks in. If they counter upheaval, it's gonna be sad, but this mana, 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 mana. Blue, white. Cast upheaval. If they don't have counter magic, this will do something. They do though. Okay, fair enough. See you all next round. Alright, we're playing against Lemur. Let's do this. We got Ancestral in the opener, but we are on the draw, so we may have to discard. As sad and depressing as that is. I would like to draw some acceleration. Okay, you know what? That's actually pretty good now, because I can hold up no more lies. I actually don't think I'm going to Ancestral turn 1, because I go down to 6, I go up to 9, I drop to 10, and I don't currently have anything to do with all that mana. Now, if they play something that makes me want to act very quickly, then maybe I will. But Johnny, not super scared of a Johnny yet. He does 3 damage a turn, and balance is pretty good against that. Let's just hope they play something I can, Pretty Mana Leak. That's what I'm going to call this card. The art is gorgeous. It's Pretty Mana Leak. Take 3. I'm literally countering... Ugh. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to counter that. I just need to use my mana to get cards out of my hand. And they're also digging for land, so we can pull ahead here. I'm going to play a Blade Splicer. Seems good against them. And then next turn I should be able to Ancestral and not have to discard. It's kind of weird, Magic Online doesn't, as far as I can tell, give you notification when someone chats to you, so my opponent last round was like talking to me really nice. See, they're playing Solitude to exile the Germ. But I had no idea for a while. Wait, whoa. Oh, they have Ephemerate. Okay. That makes more sense. Well, balance is going to be interesting. They can blink a Johnny and get another cat. Problem with balance is I'm going to have to discard a lot of cards. But if they have cards stranded in hand, nope, they hit a land drop. Dang it. Okay. Okay, Mana Vault actually makes this a lot better. Can go Mana Vault. And then I could keep Mana Vault intact. That kind of makes sense. Then I'm going to play Balance. Go down to 1 card in hand. Choose 3 lands you control. 1, 2, 3. Choose a card in your hand. Pretty good one, I think. They can flip a Johnny. Let's Ancestral. Pretty good. Okay. I'm going to wait to play the kitten because I want to be able to trigger it on something. They crack Sunbaked Canyon and miss a land drop. Very confusing. I'm very curious what's in their hand. So we draw a mountain. So I could just play a Displacer Kitten with nothing else active. But this makes any future top decks quite strong. They wait to Chromatic Star, but they're looking for lands. Expedition map. You got it. I don't want to blink anything. Map. I probably want Workshop, but the one that filters for color is also pretty interesting. Let's attack them for 2. I think I'm just gonna wait. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. And I can protect Displacer Kitten by activating the map and then using the thing to target it. 2, 3, end step. I don't want to draw land though, so I will do this now. Fabled Passage, Workshop, Talon Gates. This is probably just the best play here. Palantir's good. Let's go Mana Vault, Palantir. Untap Mana Vault. Play the Workshop. No attacks. End of turn, Palantir. You mill X cards where X is the number of influence counters on it. So it's just going to be 1. So they could take 6. Okay. They take 6. Brain Surge. Maybe I was supposed to attack them with Displacer Kitten. Also, they're... Whoa. Wait. Okay, they're just blue-white. I see. So they were missing blue mana, and that's why they cracked Sunbaked Canyon. That makes sense. Unfortunately, they're just going to die to Palantir of Orthanc. And I should have attacked with the kitten. We'll see what they got on top. Nothing. We'll take it. I don't know what their deck does, but I'm here for it, I guess. Scrap Work Mutt. Sure. I'm going to trade this mountain because Displacer can trigger seem good. I could just play Giant Walking Ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, play 4/4 Ballista here. See if they have counter magic. They don't. I will attack with my cat. What is going on here? My first 2 rounds, impossibly difficult decks and matchups. My next rounds, my opponent does nothing. Palantir 4 thank. I don't want to draw those. I'm gonna bottom them. They let me draw. We'll take it. Oh, they have Felia. Okay, well, that's a dead Felia. Still a dead Felia. It did eat 3 counters off the Walking Ballista. I'll give them that. But if I didn't kill Felia, they just attack and trigger Walking Ballista. What I should have done, I didn't realize Caracas Felia worked. I should have waited until their upkeep to do that, because then they have to waste the Caracas mana. Guardian Scalelord. When he attacks, do something. Yeah. You got a dude. Who needs to untap Mana Vault when you have Displacer Kitten? Ooh, Aether Spellbomb's pretty good. So let's go Mishra's Workshop, Aether Spellbomb. This one is going to blink the Mutt. Discard draw. Revoker doesn't do a ton. I can sacrifice this to draw a card, or I could just bounce the Scalelord. Honestly, it's probably better just to do this. But I guess I can wait. We can Mox Diamond to blink the Mutt again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 6 mana, so let's blink the Mutt again. I want to find a Coveted Jewel. Island. Okay, well, I'll probably just do that. Then I can just bounce this dude. That was their best play last turn. Let's put a counter on the Ballista. Attack them for 4. Now they pretty much have to let me draw off Palantir almost no matter what. Coveted Jewel. Bottom, top. Okay. We go to 6. Next turn I get to Coveted Jewel and then do Displacer Kid and Coveted Jewel stuff. Guardian Scalelord. He's back. Alright, time to deck myself. Mox Opal, excellent. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coveted Jewel. This is going to blink my Mana Vault. Draw 3 cards. Wow. Okay. Mox Opal. Blink Coveted Jewel. Let's add some blue. Draw 3 cards. Nettlecyst Spellseeker. Let's go ahead. Play Nettlecyst. Blink Coveted Jewel. Draw 3 cards. Okay, now we're doing something here. Let's play a big Everflowing Chalice. 679. Kick 4 times. This is gonna blink Mana Vault. Play all of this. Play Nexus of Becoming. Actually, let's Spellseeker first, right? There's Memory Lapse somewhere in my deck. Ability, yes. Memory Lapse. And some Talismans. Okay. Let's play this so your dude phases out. I have Memory Lapse available. I'm going to equip Nettlecyst to the Scrapwork Mutt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Okay, we'll just pass like this. Use it to grow Walking Ballista here. And then we just kill them. We did it. Okay. I don't know what their deck is, but that was fun. Okay, this hand is a Memory Lapse and a Dream. Let's keep... We got some good draws. Oh, jeez. We might be dead. Tamio is... Nope, never mind. They're dead. Upheaval's pretty good. Pretty good magic card. Take Tamio damage. Next turn I could play Talisman. Their deck looks completely different this game. Ooh, okay, so we get to go Island. Blue Talisman lets me hold up Memory Lapse. They play Belia, which doesn't disrupt too much. They can flip Tamio if they have Brain Surge. Not too worried about that. The longer I wait to upheaval, the better it is. So if I can like have Memory Lapse to protect it, or Memory Lapse to stop them, or the best case is I can upheaval and then have like Talisman, Mana Vault land in play. Why did they just blink Tamio? Oh, because Felia gets bigger. That makes sense. Sanguine Evangelist, don't care about you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is Battle Cry. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can just straight up upheaval here. And then I get to go. They still get to Tamio. If I wait one more turn, it's so much better. I can still hold up Memory Lapse this turn. I think that's the play. I have 2 additional mana. Yeah. We're gonna risk it here. Play a Talisman. Last turn. And what are we hoping? Mox Opal is not great. I have 2 clues to go with the Mox Opal as well. Uh, do I just Memory Lapse that? Then they draw it next turn and it does nothing? Honestly, I think I do. I guess they can draw into it, but then it doesn't add mana this turn. Oh wait, yes it does. If they attack with Tamio and then draw into it, it does add mana. So that's not great. And as far as I can count, I'm taking 9. Yeah, that was a bad use of Memory Lapse. I should have just let it happen and then countered whatever they played with it. Although they didn't want to do 3 damage to me, so I'll take that. Chromatic Star. Crack the star. Excellent. You get Mox Opal. Crack a clue, flip Tamio. Tamio uptick. They could still have Mana Leak up and then I kind of just lose, but that's a risk we're willing to take. Dude, Felia growing is something I did not know that it did. Ooh, we get to Palantir. Okay, all of this. Upheaval. Does it resolve? Excellent. I mean, land Palantir is pretty good. We get to go land. I can also go like Talisman, Mana Vault. I think I'm just gonna play the Palantir. Coveted Jewel. I would like to draw the Coveted Jewel. Put that on the bottom. Actually, they're both kind of good, but it's gonna be a lot of mana to activate. Put that on top. Take 6. Got him. Yeah, I think getting Palantir down to start damaging them makes sense to me. So we get to go Island, uh, Talisman, Mana Vault, Pass. They have you draw a card. If they don't, I mill 2. I mean, I want both of these. Oh my gosh, they gave me the Ancestral. Excellent. They missed an attack with Tamio. That's unfortunate. We will allow that. So we draw the Mutt. Okay. Let's start off with an Ancestral Recall. Okay. We get to go Island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chalice kicked 3 times. Into Talisman. Into Mind Stone. The Storm Count is pretty high. If they had Brain Freeze here by chance, that would be kind of bonkers. So they get Deflection, Felia, which I guess just eats my Chalice, so I feel sad about that. Put this on the bottom. I will put Wheel of Fortune on top. They can take 3. I will draw. No, my ever-flowing Chalice. You were kicked so many times. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're playing a serious game now. Okay. That's a yikes. 4th Erlingas. Yeah, they killed my Chalice. That is straight up rude. They get the thing. Can I discard Scrapwork Mutt and then haste him out? Or I could just draw into balance is the real game plan here. No untaps. Mox Diamond is a great draw. Let's go Mox Diamond. Discard Plains. Play Mountain. Honestly, I'm feeling like Wheel of Fortune is just the play. They have 6 cards in hand. I have so many good draws here. Let's Wheel of Fortune. That does let me Scrapwork Mutt. Okay. This is good. I get to go Mox Opal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total mana. So we can go white, colorless for balance, which will kill their creatures. It doesn't kill their... Oh, that's not good, actually. That flips Tameo. Okay, we get to balance. Choose 3 lands. I'll keep these. They have to discard 2 cards. So they discard Elspeth and Eagles. Okay, so now I would like to hold up counter magic. I can unearth Scrapwork Mutt to take the Monarch from them, but then I can't revoke or Tameo when you deal common damage to a player. So I can kill Tameo, but that doesn't take the Monarch. I think I'll let them have Tameo for 1 turn. Unearth Scrapwork Mutt. I actually want my whole hand. Attack them. Take the Monarch. They're evoking Solitude. That is probably fine. That's fine. The Monarch would just mill me out anyway. This is definitely not a Fox in the Grape situation. Okay, Palantir. Put on top, put on top. You take 5. No. Okay. So we still have Blade Splicer in our deck. You can have a Mana Crypt. That does turn on Mox Opal. Manifold Key, I'm also okay with. We're only countering scary cards here. That'll assist, I'll counter. That does some amount of damage. Blocks their stuff. Bit annoying. I could have Aether Spellbound in the Nexus of Becoming, but I think I need to stop Tameo from doing stuff. We're going to take damage off this Mana Vault. Go to 6. So we get to go Workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Displacer Kitten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Nexus of Becoming. This is going to blink the Mana Vault. Thank you, Nexus of Becoming. We'll move through combat so I can draw a card and see what I want to do the thing with. 2, 3, 4. So I only have 4 mana. I think I want to make a 3/3 Phyrexian Revoker. It's slightly more robust. Tameo, Seasoned Scholar, you cannot activate. And have Spellbomb, Opal. Okay, so I can activate an Aether Spellbomb if I need to. We get to Palantir. They can actually kind of kill me here. Bottom, top that one. Okay, so now I can blink Blade Splicer a bunch. I could also reset Palantir, I guess. They do have a lot of mana, but 4th Orlingus is gone. Fury. Ooh, okay. Fury pretty good. We get to choose how they do the targets though, right? Or get to see, and then I can blink whichever one they want to kill. I might lose this game. I might deck myself. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I think I do... Oh no, that's a token. I can't actually save it. Okay. That resolves. So now they can activate Tameo. What are you getting back? Old Tameo. Old pal. Oh, they're just... Okay. Not mad about that. Do I bounce the Fury? I mean, that took a lot of mana. Probably. Step, that happens. Bounce this. Ah. Yep, you got me. Okay. Displacer Kitten down. I think I lose now. Well played, opponent. Yeah, that's my fault. I was playing this game as if it was over, like we're in garbage time, but that is clearly not the case. And I didn't draw anything. I mean, I could Memory Jar to put myself down to 1 card in deck. I'm trying to think what I even have left to win with. Not a lot. I guess I can... No, if I Fabled Passage, then... I don't know what happens. We're gonna do this. Play Memory Jar. We're gonna play Blade Splicer. So they have a Fury. They can just mill me with Palantir. If I activate Memory Jar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think I have to wait. But I think I just died of 4th Erlingus. I also guess I was supposed to just make a Blade Splicer. Bottom both of these. I don't think I have any win cons left. Oh, Nettle Cyst actually could win. Oh, I'm just dead. Well, if they ephemerate the Fury, they can't attack with it, but they can get back for their Lingos. They chose not to. That ephemerate was devastating. Although, honestly, I wasn't going to make that many Blade Splicer tokens anyway. I think I was just didn't have win cons left in the deck. Oh, that also works. Okay. Yeah, this deck needed like one more win con, I think. And I think that win con is an Alpha Deathclaw. Palantir is good. It did draw me a ton of cards. Against them, I guess I'll cut the Palantir. No, Palantir's so good in this deck. Okay, well, we cut the Palantir. Okay, we got a hand. Yeah, this deck is desperately lacking win conditions. Well, they mulligan to 5, and I have an Ancestral Recall in my deck, so that's good. That being said, they do have 4th Erlingus in their deck. And Tameo. And a Caracas. Will not pay for Mana Vault. Nexus of Becoming. A fast Nexus of Becoming seems like a great way to win the game. I almost cut this card. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, I don't think I saw any counter magic from them. If they have it, that would be devastating. This just feels like a Felia to me. So let's do this. Okay. I would like to make a 3/3 Blade Splicer. Pretty good. They didn't even have Felia end of turn. Okay, Mana Crypt. I don't have counter magic up, so this is their turn to 4th Erlingus Mirror. Fractured Identity, Nexus of No! Oh my god, what is my luck? I mean, no, there's no way I could play around Mana Crypt into Nexus of Becoming. But my god. What a play that was. Oh, okay. We got this though. Mind Stone. Attack for 6. What is this? What is this play? They do have Mana Crypt as well, that's damaging them. They lost the flip down to 11. They only have like one turn, and I get a Memory Lapse. Whatever I Memory Lapse is gonna be drawn off Nexus of Becoming. I have to keep that in mind. Wait, is this a golem? Does this make them golems? Is this the best combo in history? That's hilarious, actually. Fractured Identity off Mana Crypt. What a play. Saheeli. Let's Memory Lapse this Saheeli. I don't want you getting blockers. Nice. Okay, they didn't have a thing. They probably just lose now. And this turn, I'm going to say no because I want to play Walking Ballista for 2. Or I could play Displacer Kitten. Also pretty good. Attack them for 6. Play the Kitten. Play Mox Diamond. Untap this. I'm going to wait on Walking Ballista because I could just play a big lethal one next turn. They lost the flip. I think that's it for our old heroes. Crazy games. Absolutely some of the craziest games I've ever played. Like, unbelievably fun. What do you got here, opponent? Unless they have life gain, they're likely dead. Okay, they have Saheeli, so they can make a copy of Nexus of Becoming. Yep, okay. Got a second Nexus of Becoming. What next? Yep, that'll do it. So technically they can full block. I do have a Walking Ballista, so they're probably just dead, but, you know, pretty cool. Oh, and they have Stoneforge as a 3/3? What is happening? And then they can make a 3/3 Shadow Spear. That's sick. If they have a counterspell for my Ballista, I'd probably lose. Double Nexus is ridiculous. Oh, wow. Okay, Sanguine Evangelist. They have all the blockers, but Walking Ballista. And then they just cast Shadow Spear to make another token. Wow, really close game. Pay 1, no. I mean, that was one heck of a turn from the opponent. I also have counter magic up, so I could just do this for 2. They could have Ephemerate, but I can counter it. I can counter anything. Yeah, play this for 2. Then we ping them. What an ending. Oh my gosh, GG's. Wow, yeah, that was one heck of a game. Woo, this deck is wild. Like, even if they got one more turn, I'm in such a bad position. I needed Blade Splicer that turn because they were going to gain life. So it was draw it then or nothing. And we hit when we needed to. All right, so let's look at the deck, talk about what we had. First of all, absolutely the deck needed at least one more win condition. I had so many games where I kind of just decked out, ran out of stuff. Probably I should have been playing Coma World Eater because this card seems like a very, very decisive win condition when you're in a position like I was. So probably that should be in the deck. Alpha Deathclaw also a great option because Displacer Kitten can blink it and stuff. So that's another option. But overall, it was fun. Not my best deck, but I think my opponent's decks were also very strong. Thanks for watching. See you next time.